Welcome back to Alton Towers and another Nemesis update. Now, I didn't think we'd be doing one so soon, however we are. Now, I don't know how much there is going to be to see, however, here we are back at the Nemesis observation tower. And you can see actually, there's a lot of work going on. We've seen a lot of workmen coming in, and you also notice as well that the pathway is once again closed here. So this pathway was open when we came at the beginning of the month, but it's actually closed again, so it's closed from here and down the bottom as well while work goes on. So actually getting closer to the site is going to be a little bit more difficult than it was before. So what we'll do after this, we'll head out to the car park and we'll show you the pieces of track in the car park. There's lots of pieces of track in the car park, and a lot of them have also been unwrapped, ready to go. So yeah, we'll start here, we'll head out to the car park, and then we'll go try and get some shots of the track that has been installed. So they are actually quite busy on site looking at various bits and pieces, probably around where the next installs will be of track. And as we said, no further work's been done on the lift hill. You can see sort of the clean down to the dirty as you go into the station. So again, the track that's been installed is at the bottom end here, over here. So you can't really see that from this angle, but we did reveal last time that it had all been bolted together. And we know a little bit more's been done. But of course, down here, as we said, this was all open last time we came, where it is closed.
This is
however,
a biohazard risk containment zone.
there is some new graphics.
Material has been made safe.
It's so loud.
Viewing.
There are some new graphics which say "Seek the Truth," with obviously the logo as well. So I don't know whether this is going to be closed sort of permanently now, or whether this is just closed for the piece of work they're doing. But yeah, certainly from this side, this is as close to the site as we can get. Now, one thing that's been done around this side are the new supports have already been put in for sort of the turnaround point from the loop going back down.
It is imperative you remain within the containment zone.
Here we are outside of Alton Towers in the car park before finishing this off back inside, and you can see that more track pieces have arrived since we were last here. Now, we did use the generic term of twist last time. That is because we don't just get enthusiasts that watch this video, and sometimes it's more difficult to understand when you start saying corkscrews, G0 rolls. However, you know, the pieces are fairly obvious, and they are installing it in the in kind of stages, starting really from the back end of the station round to the rest of the ride. These pieces are numbered 41 down the end. You'll see those shortly. And yeah, they are obviously doing the corkscrew underneath the building. I imagine the reason they've done that is they have to take the path out. They probably need to complete the path and kind of get the station and everything back together and have access back to it from both sides, which is why I would think they're starting this way round. But we'll get you now some close-up of the track that's here. I still think it looks brilliant. There's a lovely close-up of a bit of track here. You can see the other piece behind it as well. Now, much like we saw with Mandrill Mayhem, you can see the track pieces are indeed numbered, which isn't unusual, to be honest with you. Piece number 40 here. We're getting towards the end of the ride, or certainly 3/4 through the ride. Now you can see down this side of the ride, actually it isn't painted, so it was the other side that was painted, which makes me think this will face away from sort of queue lines and visual areas. As we saw there, more numbered pieces, 42, and we're going to go down and look at 43, 44 and 45 now. The design is fantastic in my view. I actually really like it, and I love the way that it sort of blends as well onto the top piece here. It's not just on the main track piece itself. So this is a new piece since we were last here. This is piece 43. The piece down there is a new piece as well. Now it definitely seems that this forms part of the corkscrew, as they all go in number logic. 41 is down the end here, upwards, and you can kind of see the angle it comes out, which means not a lot more has been installed since we were last here. However, we do know some pieces have. We're not going to hang out the monorail window to try and find them, but we will try and get some shots of them today. So you can just see there that more bits of the track have been installed coming out of the inversion round to the final turn. So I don't know how much else we're going to see down there, but we will go and capture it again anyway. So we can see since our last visit as well that the top of the beast, if you will, has been damaged. Assuming getting supports in and out. Quite significant damage though. Of course we don't know what will happen to it and whether or not the structure as it is will stay. Seek the truth. Right, that's it. That is it for our Nemesis update. You know, to be fair, from last week, track installation wise, there's only one piece which is just underneath the station. You can't really see it from kind of here. Particularly difficult now that these barriers are back up, blocking underneath here. However, we have seen that it's mainly supports which are going up. We've showed you the new supports which have gone in for the turnaround point. All the track we've shown you as well, which is in the car park. A lot of it has been unwrapped, ready to install. So after bank holiday weekend, bearing in mind it was obviously bank holiday weekend and we've had a few days and it's bank holiday weekend again, would expect a lot to happen till next week. But the views from up there are going to get really good really soon, and again it's great to see the track. Now from my point of view, I think the track has probably been fabricated in black, and I think Merlin Magic have probably added the veins. But let me know what you think. Do you think B&M would produce it like that? I'm not so sure. I think it's pretty custom, to be honest with you. But yeah, from Nemesis and Alton Towers, again, we will be back this year. We will be keeping an eye on it. Expect that to explode over the next sort of week or so as more track goes in. But what do you think? Are you starting to like the design yet? Particularly interested in the car park with design on one side and not on the other. So it is only going to be sort of people facing side that you're going to see the veins. Thank you for joining us on UK Theme Park. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps us out, free of charge, and we'll see you next time.